dog will try to handle things.
Fine goods at fair prices.
Fool, your interference will not be tolerated.
Never going to end, is it?
No matter how much I study, I still have more to learn.
I don't care how tough you think.
My relief was supposed to be here hours ago. I'm supposed to be enjoying a nice hot bath right about now. Do you need a suit of light armor? It's cool and it doesn't chafe.
Welcome, friend. You can't get better fruits or vegetables anywhere in Daggerfall. I guarantee it. Look, I don't want any trouble. That's a phrase used by the King's intelligence network. It means someone's going to get killed. I don't want to know anything more. Just leave me out of this. I said leave me alone. Take your questions and go. I'm not involved in this. This sounds like something that Roy would want to know about. Damn persistent, aren't you? Roy's a friend. I trust him. People I don't know, I don't trust. And I don't know you.
Flowers for sale. A posy to gain a sweetheart's favor, perhaps? Oh, that's a pity. Well, now this is a mess. I'm taking a chance here. Sometimes I hear strange things, like what's on that note. Black roses with thorns. I've heard whispers of dark nature magic. That's just the kind of thing Roy, your dead man, would be interested in. with the note? I don't know. That's just what Roy did. He would find out things. Daggerfall has many eyes and ears. After all, information is cheaper than war.
Interested in a set of new clothes? Something in silk, perhaps? No one ever... I'm afraid those aren't for sale. The Crescent Moon is the heraldry of the Casimir family, the rulers of Daggerfall. Dead? Rugged fellow had a dog? That's Roy. Well, that was Roy. I'm sorry he's dead, but I'm not surprised. If you figure out what Roy knew and who killed him, I'm sure someone will reward you. It's also a good way to get yourself killed. If a crime has been committed, talk to Captain Arison. It's his job to keep the city safe, so he's as good a choice as any. He's usually by the great stairs behind the Mages Guild. He likes to keep an eye on the approach to the castle. I liked Roy. He watched out for the merchants around here, and in exchange, we helped Roy. I listened and let Roy know what people were saying. If we ever told him something important, Roy made sure the right people were informed. Roy was a good man, loyal to Daggerfall. People trusted him.
Things have never looked worse.
Nobody cares about us poor beg. Could you help me? I'm next. I know I'm going to be next. Murder! My friends are already dead, but the Watch doesn't care. What's one less beggar? Start in the Trade District alleys. That's where old Jian was murdered just yesterday. Maybe Lieutenant Dubois will give you a reward if you do his job for him. Thank you. It's a terrible thing to be poor. You're invisible. No one cares. I'll tell you whatever I know. The Watch found old Jian last night. The night before, it was Ragged Ron. When one of us dies, they blame the cold or the plague. But Jian and Ron were cut up something horrible. Now they say it's a wolf. Can you believe it? A wolf in the city? But that's what the Watch thinks. Who am I to say any different? Still, it feels more like murder than the work of a wild animal to me. We're everywhere. We're easy prey. Some folks just don't like us. Take your pick. This killer isn't stopping, it's brutal. Sooner or later, it's gonna start killing a better class of citizen. Then... Help me get back on my feet.
I heard that Dominion soldiers...
You have a look about you. Some sort of quality that's rare to find. And trust me, I'm never wrong about these sort of things. Can I interest you in a room at the local inn? Actually, wait, that came out wrong. Look, empty rooms are just bad for business. The upkeep alone costs me more than the place is worth. But I think we can come to a sort of arrangement, and not... I need someone to improve the reputation of my properties. A hero type who people look up to. And I have a feeling about you. You've done something great and are probably on the way to do something greater. Seems like we can help each other here. Yeah, all right. Details. I can see how this might be a bit sketchy, but don't worry. The inn room is well kept, conveniently located. I know you adventuring types wanting a home in every town. This would be a nice addition to your holdings. No catch. I just need someone to freshen up my image. And my gut tells me you're the one to do that. As long as you're not... Oh, sure. You can set up some crafting stations, house your pets, display any treasures or trophies you've come upon in your adventures. Hey, you can even set... Excellent. You won't regret this decision, I swear. Here's the deed and key to the room. Took me a while, but I finally was able to take them back from the last tenant. Required more time in the sewers than I had hoped for, but hey, that's business. Hope the room is to your liking. With your reputation, I'm sure you shouldn't have any trouble with the neighbors. If you do, remember death threats are not the way to go. How to spot a troll? No, just make yourself at home. Spruce things up a bit. Honestly, I can't wait to see how you arrange the place. Hopefully you'll end up with a few less Daedric shrines than another former tenant of mine. Like 0. 0's a good number. Oh, what a relief. I can't tell you how hard it is to wash bloodstains off of cobble floors. But that's not even the worst of it. I've had tenants cram their rooms with the wildest things. Mounts, foliage, assistants. I mean, it's an inn room. I own this and several other properties throughout Tamriel. It pays to diversify. Of course, that means I've got to look out for a variety of troubles, too. But hey, no one ever said the real estate business was easy.
From Daedra keep us safe. Forsake the ones that made us to fight a wrongful fate. Sneered when Clockwork made his demand, till twilight raised a hand. And what do you offer in return to keep us from chastising Nern? Then Clockwork whispered long and low, and what he said no mortal can know. From dread Daedra save us, from Daedra keep us safe. Forsake the one that...
What do you want, ugly?
My prices can't be beat.
and the heart was heard to shout, red diamond, the heart and soul of
That
man.
buffoon is still behind me, isn't he? I suppose as long as I don't make any sudden moves, I'll be fine. I just want to finish my ale in peace.
The laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cirid fell.
Innkeep said I was too drunk to drink. Howard, how stupid is that? I do my best drinking when I'm drunk. Ask anyone. Ask Aldimna on the way over there. She'll tell you.
Then wild elves cut and polished it down to Chimmel at a ball. Red diamond, the heart and soul of men. Red diamond, protect.
Think you're tough?
Some days you...
Red diamond, protect us till the end.
You're not drinking enough. Go buy yourself a mug of something strong. And get one for me while you're over there.
Help me get back on my feet.
The lattice clockwise. Oh, no, that would cause an enormous explosion. Welcome to the Mages Guild. Is there something I can help you with? Ah, good. We're always on the lookout for new members. We're lore keepers across the face of Tamriel. Guild members' tomes and ancient scrolls in their travels. Perhaps you'd like to join. Always a pleasure to speak with another knowledge seeker. Guildmaster Vanus will be pleased. We're book hunters, of a sort. We seek out new information, capture it in our libraries, and make copies for distribution across Tamriel. The Guild doesn't care about battlefields or boundaries, just knowledge and the acquisition of new tomes. We provide training in unique spells and abilities only available to members. And from time to time, projects crop up for those with an adventuresome spirit. You may end up working with the Guildmaster himself. Vanus Galarian, one of the founding members of this august body, still holds the proud title of Guildmaster, overseeing every guild hall in Tamriel. He works with other ranking members such as Tellinger the Artificer to ensure our future success.
We're neutral in the war between the three alliances. While many of us in Daggerfall follow the line to know, that's why you'll see members of every race in our halls. Excellent! Allow me to welcome you as a student of the Guild. I suggest you begin by talking to Velast, our mistress of Incunabula. She's at the back of the hall and often has tasks for new recruits. Good luck.
You here for crafting certification? Don't worry, there's no involved. You're a fees. Once you're certified, they'll let you fulfill the crafting writs. Everyone wins. They're daily requests for crafted goods, but they're only available to certified crafters. If you can show me you know your craft, I'll get you certified. I can train and certify blacksmiths, clothiers, and woodworkers. If that sounds like something you'd want, we can get started. Of course. What do you want to know? Anything with metal in it, and I don't mean horseshoes and calipers. The crafting writs are for weapons and heavy armor, so that's what I teach. Bows, shields, and magical staves. Staffs? No, it's staves. I always forget how to say that. Cloth and leather goods. The crafting writs want pieces of light cloth armor or medium leather armor, so that's what I certify. Anything with metal in it, and I don't mean horseshoes and calipers. The crafting writs are for... Have you spoken with Danel Teleno? He handles certification and training for provisioning, enchanting, and alchemy. He's a bit stuffy, but of course. What do you want to know? Anything with metal in it? Excellent! We can get started whenever you're ready. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. Prove you know you... I want you to craft a simple iron dagger. First you'll mine some iron ore, then refine the ore into iron ingots. Yes. You have to prove you know your way around a blacksmithing station. There's a place outside of town which should still have some iron ore veins. Head there and mine it for yourself. Bring me 10 solid chunks of iron ore. If those veins are played out, you'll need to find iron ore on your own. You're back. I take it you had enough ore? You're back, I take. Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Well, in one arm. Best to switch every now and then. Otherwise, you'll be lopsided. Bring the iron ore to a blacksmithing station. If you have enough, you can refine them into iron ingots. Really put your... Bring some iron ore to a blacksmithing station. You can refine it there to get iron ingots. Refining ore into ingots is a good way to build your muscles. Well, go to the blacksmithing station and craft an iron dagger. Nothing fancy. You shouldn't need more than 2 iron ingots. Oh, and you'll need a style material. You can purchase them from any blacksmith, or scavenge them yourself if you're thrifty. Every is a traditional material they work into their weapons and armor. For example, the Imperial style material. I should know. Every day in the Legion camps, I worked a pile of it. You can learn how to craft with another race's style material by studying racial motif books. They're quite rare, mostly held by collectors, so watch for them in your travels. The Orc style material is manganese. See if you can work it. The trick is the style material, but I'm sure you know that. Next is deconstruction. You learn a lot when you break something into parts, even more so when it's someone else's work. Go deconstruct your dagger, or anything else really, as long as you do it at a blacksmithing station. You certainly know your way around a forge. Of course. I'll get you certified right away so you can fulfill blacksmith crafting writs immediately. Let me know if you have some time. I can train and certify you in something else. A good woodworker sees the final product before cutting the first block of wood. But I can't teach two crafts at once. If you commit yourself to the training, I'll certify you. I want to know if you can craft a maple bow. First, go harvest some rough maple. You'll refine it into sanded maple at a woodworking station. Absolutely. Bows are challenging to craft. Show me you're up to the challenge and I'll happily sit. There's a place nearby which should have what you need. Collect an armload and return here. Look for rough maple in forested areas. You should avoid cutting a rough maple log with a wasp nest inside. It's rather unpleasant. So are the lotions you'll need for the sting. Bring the rough maple to a woodworking station. As long enough, you can refine it into sanded maple. Return to me when you've done that, and we'll talk about... If you're in a guild, check the guild stores. Seeking potions and elixirs? Fortune.
The mill had some room, so they allowed us to set up our alchemy stations in here.
Even with the alchemists camped here.
Bring some rough maple. I prefer to work with maple. It's reliable, plentiful, rarely full of wasps. Craft a maple bow at a woodworking station. You'll need sanded maple. Every race has a traditional material. The orc style. You can learn the orc style. You can learn how to craft. Craft a maple. A good bow will get you far in life. Excellent! Now we can talk about deconstruction. You grow as a woodworker. I've seen... Certainly. You're more than qualified. There's only one more certification I can provide. If you convince me you know how to use a needle and thread, I'll show me you can craft a pair of homespun gloves. Of course. I spotted some raw jute growing on the outskirts. much grassy areas in the wilderness for raw jute. You should find enough if you look around. Raw jute is plentiful if you know where to look. Just don't chew on. Take the raw jute to a clothing station. If you have enough, you can easily... If you're in a guild, check the guild store.
Marlok's jump.
Head to the clothing station. Craft a pair of homespun gloves.
Welcome to the Bank of Dagger.
Ah, Malak's jawbone.
Craft a pair of homespun gloves. You'll need refined jute and a style material. Clothiers sell those if you can't find any. Craft a pair of homespun gloves. You'll need
Ah, Malak's jawbone.
It might be unseemly for a woman of noble birth.
Another distraction.
I can never decide.
Have you come to barter?
I'd get that information to Captain Arson.
I'm sorry. I need something.
Enjoy the fruits of the...
My relief was supposed to...
Craft a pair of...
Moloch's jaw.
Get out of here. It's a monster, I tell you. A monster! Prowls the alley. The beast prowls along the river's edge and hunts in the alleys. It doesn't eat what it kills. Slaughters and leaves the... Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. The town of Camlorn's been taken...
A fine day here in Tech. Indeed, indeed. I am Moog, the music maker. I am a craft. For sale? For sale? Are you mad? These instruments take me years to make, each one lovingly crafted. I travel the world for the woods, the inlay material. I'm actually not a very good musician, but I am a good craftsman.
Stranger, this for a caution, my friend. The land's turned against us. Spriggans, I don't know. There might be a way to help the other villagers. I'm taking my family to Daggerfall. Our friends and neighbors. Thank you, my friend. Say or curse me, but I have no idea.
Well, not since I've lived in Dellen's Mill.
Come to think, you'll see them soon enough. They're especially thick up north. You can't miss them. They're all twisted and diseased looking. I'd suggest staying far away from those awful vines. They're nothing but trouble, of that I'm sure. Our friend. Thank you, my... Say or curse me, but I have no idea. Well, not since...